With relations between Russia and the West at the lowest they've been since the end of the Soviet Union, many are suggesting we are in the midst of a new Cold War. But how did we get to this point? We have to go back to late 2013 to understand this. It was then that Ukraine looked ready to sign a historic trade pact with the European Union, but the Kremlin put intense pressure on then-President Viktor Yanukovych to take a deal with Russia instead and to deepen the ties between those two countries. The about-face set off months-long street protests in Kiev that culminated in the president's ouster and the installation of a new Western-friendly government. In February 2014, Russian troops started filtering into Crimea, and a month later, a referendum widely decried as a sham saw the region split off from Ukraine and join Russia. Meanwhile, in eastern Ukraine, pro-Russian separatist forces started taking territory and fighting government troops in what has now been a year-long civil war, and a recently brokered ceasefire looks unlikely to hold. The United States, Canada, and the European Union have all levied sanctions against Russia, targeting key figures and organizations seen as fueling the war in Ukraine. To the United States and allies, Putin is often seen as an authoritarian leader intent on restoring the Russian empires of old. To many Russians, though, he is just standing up for the country against international bullies. Whether there really is a new Cold War or not, it seems animosity between the two sides isn't going anywhere. For the National Post, I'm Ishmael Daro.